Hey there, it's Sam, and you're listening to 7-Minute Books. This week we're digging into Good Arguments by Bo Seo and Sophie. I gotta ask, what made this one click for you?
Hi there, Sam. I'm so glad we picked this one. Bo Seo is a two-time world champion debater, and he wrote this incredible guide to arguing that completely flips what we think arguing is about. It's not about beating the other person. It's about thinking together.
That's exactly what threw me. I went in expecting tricks to win any argument, and instead he starts with this story about being a shy Korean-Australian kid who couldn't even speak English. He got into debate to find his voice and ended up learning that arguments are like relationships.
Right. And he says most of us argue terribly because we've been taught to fight, not to reason. We default to attacking people's character or building straw men, when actually the skill of good argument is something that can be learned.
Yeah, and one of the first ideas he hits you with is the difference between arguing to win and arguing to learn. In a debate competition, you're trying to persuade a judge. But in real life, with your partner or your coworker, you're trying to understand something together. That's a whole different game.
Totally. And that's why he spends so much time on listening. He actually says true listening is an active, demanding skill. Most of us are just waiting for our turn to speak, not trying to see why the other person believes what they believe.
There's a moment where he talks about argument mapping, which is basically breaking a disagreement into its parts. The claim, the reasons, the evidence, and the assumptions. It sounds technical, but it's liberating because you suddenly see where you actually disagree instead of talking past each other.
And it reveals that a lot of arguments aren't about facts at all. They're about values or priorities. Once you see that, you can stop trying to prove the other person wrong and start exploring why they see it differently.
Yeah, that was a big moment for me too. But I also love the practical stuff, like the 4-step method for responding to any argument. You listen, then you clarify their position, then you acknowledge what's valid, and only then do you respond.
Right. And it's so simple, but it forces you to actually engage with what they're saying instead of your assumptions about it. That alone would transform most online arguments overnight.
Oh, for sure. And then there's the chapter on bad faith arguments. You know, when someone isn't actually interested in truth, they just want to dominate or humiliate. Seo says you shouldn't engage on their terms. Sometimes you name the tactic, sometimes you walk away. The goal isn't to win. It's to protect the integrity of the conversation.
That's such a relief, honestly, because so many of us feel like we have to respond to everything. But he gives you permission to step back when the other person isn't arguing in good faith.
Okay, but here's the part that really got me. He has a whole chapter about the value of losing arguments. In a culture obsessed with winning, he says losing is actually a gift because you learn, you find the weaknesses in your own thinking, you build humility. Some of his most important growth came from defeats, not victories.
That's so counterintuitive, and it's exactly why this book feels different from any other communication guide. He's not trying to make you powerful, he's trying to make you wiser.
Yeah, and then he talks about arguments that can't be won. Like, some disagreements are rooted in values so deep that no amount of reasoning will bridge them. And in those cases, the goals shift from persuasion to understanding. You might never agree, but you can still respect them and maintain a relationship.
That's the heart of it, isn't it? Argument as a form of relationship. When you argue well, you're building trust. When you argue badly, you're damaging the connection. He says the ultimate goal is to preserve the relationship while pursuing the truth.
Exactly. And that's why this book feels so hopeful. It's saying we can actually learn to do this. We can bridge divides. We can have real conversations again. I'm walking away with this idea that every argument is an opportunity to connect, not a battle to win.
And honestly, if you want to go deeper, the whole library is over on 7minutebooks.com/app with over 6,000 fiction and nonfiction titles you can read or listen to in any language. It's $2.99 a month, $9.99 a year, or $19.99 once for lifetime access. Good arguments are just a better way of being with other people. We'll see you in the next one.